Hello, this is Ariana Antonio for MIU 1309, and this is my week 2 project. So I made the gold and the bronze apps this week. Here is my gold app. As you can see, well, I have my search function here, and I was able to get it to dynamically search my JSON data. So as you can see, I have a movie saved in here. I search for it, and it pops up the information about that movie, so I can find it if I want to see what I thought about a certain movie. And then I have my nav bar, I have home and about, which were required. And then my friends page, it takes it to what would eventually be a live kind of social page, which for now is my news feed. And eventually when you had more friends on here, I would make this an infinite list. These would also ideally in the finished app create to the IMDb page for that movie, so you can see what your friends saw or watching and what they think about it. And then of course my about page just got all the standard stuff on it that was required. Let's see, my list is a one item drill down. Right now it just they just go to the temp browse page, most of them, only because if you're searching by, say if you're browsing by movie title and you've got 100 movies in there, you're not going to want a 100 movie inlay list to drop down to browse. So the one window drill down made much more sense. And then I go to genres. I do have my text and thumbnail list. This made a lot more sense to me just because it's short. If I had a whole bunch more genres, I would probably make it a grid, but for just 6, this works just fine. So there's that, and let's see. And so then if I go to my bronze app, it's pretty much the same. The only thing that I really changed was I made one of the lists inlay. I originally wanted to do it this way until I realized that having a collapsible inlay list in the middle of a bunch of drill downs stands out and looks kind of funny. And then here's the example of the text or the thumbnails grids that just, again, works fine, but didn't seem as necessary for just, 6 things in there. Other than that, it's the same app. It just has the 2 design patterns that I didn't think were necessary, but it does also still have the news feed and that sort of thing. So the easiest part of the assignment was the jQuery mobile. That's just very easy and very simple. It still took me a long time, but only because I was having fun creating my own themes and adding in styling, designing, all that sort of stuff. The most difficult part was definitely adding the dynamic search bar. That took a lot of trial and error, and a lot of things breaking and having to fix them, but eventually I got it to work. It's not great, it's still case sensitive, and pretty much, it doesn't really search, the comments, every single field in there. It's still very, very simple and basic, but it's working, and you can still find movies that you're looking for. Information from previous courses, I would say just all the VFW stuff for this that I had to kind of re-go over and refigure out in my app, as well as certainly design stuff when I was kind of creating, my colors for the theme as well from the MMD courses. What I had to research, probably, 2 things. One, apparently if you have 2 HTML pages linking to the same JS page, that doesn't work, since I did need to use JavaScript to create this. So I had to create a separate JavaScript page for this, and I didn't know that before, and I discovered that when it was kind of breaking some stuff across the pages. And then an aha moment I had was when I was adding the movies, when it was creating the div, it was creating it all the way at the bottom, which is not where I wanted it. So I had to, figure out how to make it create a div below my search bar. And that took a little bit of thinking, but it was, kind of, again, thinking back to some of the creating attributes and those sort of things that we did in VFW. And once I figured out exactly what I needed to do, and it worked, it was pretty exciting. So that's my project this week. I hope you enjoyed my video. Thanks. Bye.